I'm Sandy Charles for Sports360az.com. And during the off season, I wanted to check in with some coaches around the Valley and see how they're doing. I'm now joined by Basha's head football coach, Chris McDonald. Coach, how's off season been going so far?
The consistent thing we're doing, and it's good for this part of the year anyway, is our strength and conditioning program. You know, we're hitting the weights five times a week, obviously, at 6:15 a.m. before school. And so we've been doing that and seen some great growth there.
Now, the momentum from 2020 season, how are you going to build off that for the 2021 season?
Really, we just take it day by day and try and try and understand that, you know, it's the process and the system that's going to get you to get where you want to go. And so, you know, we've another year, another off season of growth for some of these young kids that got a lot of experience is going to be fantastic for them, obviously. And then obviously for some juniors, this will be an opportunity for some of them to get their feet wet for the first time, you know, in a game in terms of being a starter.
Who would you say are some of the leaders of your team?
Well, our vocal leader for sure is James Duran. He's our big left tackle, you know, 6'4", 280. You know, he's a sophomore, but he's already got 2 full years of varsity experience. He kind of carries some clout with him on the field, but, you know, off the field, he's a great kid, great character kid. And so kids really respond to him and really respect him.
How special is your quarterback, DeMond Williams?
Really special. You know, obviously we can see on film and video what he's able to do from a football standpoint. I'm quite frankly more impressed with him off the field. He's a very good kid, very humble kid, 4.0 student, thinks of others. I mean, the kid still rides his bike to school if he can't get a ride. I mean, he's riding his bike 3 miles to school to make sure he's here on time, and he's extremely competitive. You know, the first couple games, we didn't want to run him too much, and he kind of picked up on that. And we didn't want to because he was young, you know, and he was smaller. And, you know, finally, he's just such a competitor. He was just like, Coach, let me go. I can go. And so, all right, you know, and he has that type of confidence in himself, but it's not cocky. You know, I think he's just such a competitor. He believes in himself, and, you know, he's able to make kids around him better. I think that's it. You know, there's 3 different times this year. What people don't talk about, we talked about it in the banquet. There was 3 different times this year where he either drove in the last offensive series of the game, he either drove us down to score to tie it up or drove us down to win. And you don't see that a lot. I mean, 3 times already as a freshman, you know, to do something like that in big games, you know, playoff game, section championship game, you know, another game early on in the season. I mean, that's big time stuff for a 14-year-old kid to do.